Hey everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Happy Tuesday. Today we're going to look at Matic versus the US dollar. Matic has been on a tear starting in December. We're up almost 40% just in December. Yeah, it's only 7 days old. That's the power of Matic. That should be a trademark somewhere. Matic on the daily chart. Look at our nice bullish price action. Higher lows, right? All the while we're battling this all-time high. And why did I draw a box instead of a line? I'm glad you asked. The bottom is the all-time high closing candle. The top is the all-time high wick. So that's where we're battling. That's why we're kind of in resistance the past, couple hours or so. We're in and out of this trying to break out. Once we do that on a daily candle, if we can break out, and you see even a wick, right? If we make an all-time high wick or an all-time high daily closing candle, which would be right now, right? If we close today, right now, this would be Matic's all-time high daily closing candle. I like to cover coins that are doing that kind of action, right? So, yeah, we're talking about Matic a little bit lot lately, but this is why. Because it's the most bullish a lot lately. Grammar. So if we zoom out on the 3-day chart, it becomes a little bit more clear. So look at that, a little bit bigger of a picture. Nice explosive move up, the initial explosion, then consolidation, all the while building momentum, boiling, if you will, coming to a boiling point. Could we come back down? Of course, right? Look at this pattern, right? So we're snaking up the stairs. Could we come back down? Sure. Would that surprise me? No. If we did do that, right, the rest of December, kind of Matic, just a little bit more cool off, building up more. We don't have to come down and touch this trend line every time, right? We could come down just a little bit and then explode out over the next, week, 2 weeks. We could go out right now, right? If we do go out, then we're price discovery and all bets are off, right? No one can predict kind of where you are. There are some tools to help you with that, but once we get there, we'll look into that. But Matic, until we break out of this is the biggest resistance. So how about a weekly chart? Same thing, right? If your trend lines are holding true on multiple different time frames, that's a pretty solid trend line, right? So there's our weekly wicks up to the top. And yeah, we've already closed all-time high weekly closing candle last week right here. Last week's closing candle was Matic's all-time high weekly closing candle right there. And now we're progressing up to take out these wicks that we made back in May. So at the end of this week, what do we want to do? Close anywhere right in here. This would be a second all-time high closing candle, and which would increase our odds even more of a potential bigger breakout. The bigger breakout will happen above this box. The odds are that's what happens. Okay, what else do we have for Matic? I'm glad you asked. How about the weekly momentum for Matic? What do we got there? We're building nice momentum, a nice breakout all this week. Momentum up. We're almost up in this area. This is where you can really get cranking. So with this happening at the same time we're approaching all-time highs, that's kind of what you want to see, right? You don't want your momentum going down as you're approaching all-time highs. It's probably not ready for it to break out just yet. However, building power momentum to the upside on a weekly scale is very bigly. How about the daily, the shorter time frame? Similar things, very bigly. Bigly all around. How about our indicators that we talked about yesterday in several videos lately? The ADX and the I. What do we want to look for? A cross of the green to the upside. We got it. Today, this happened. However, right, look at this. Back in here in November, right, this wasn't the price explosion. When was the price explosion? This move, right? The breakout to the upside, divergence away from each other, the mouth kind of opening, the bulls just on top, the bears dying. And what you want to look for and what we don't have yet is the ADX, the orange line. Notice how this starts moving up with the green cross. That's what we're going to look for. So watch this for Matic. If we want a more of a explosive move to the top side, we want the ADX to start moving up here. If you see this today, close of business, and these are separating more, right? The mouth is opening more. Say the green gets up here to, up in there, and then the red is coming down. That's exactly what you want to see. And then we hopefully see this orange ticking up. That would be ideal. So watch that as close today. At close. What we got? We got hours, right? I don't know. Do the math. At close today. All right, final thing for Matic. The Bollinger Bands. We haven't been on these lately, but if you follow me at all, we used to talk about the Bollinger Bands a lot. As the momentum kicks off again and we start going up, yes, I think we're in a bull market still, of course. I don't understand how all the bears are. They'll be buying back way higher. Don't worry. Matic, look at the Bollinger Bands here, diverging away from each other time and time again. That's what you want to see. The mouth opening again. Yeah. Now, most of your price action happens inside the Bollinger Bands. However, you don't want to offload too soon because you don't know. Matic's volatility lately, the past few days, has been absolutely bonkers. I mean, it was a couple days ago, it was $1.50. Now it's at $2.50. You don't want to miss that pump, okay? So when prices are approaching their all-time highs, it's highly speculative gambling, trying to trade and buy and sell. You're more likely than not going to get burned on that. There's a reason why 97% of traders lose money. Okay, there's a reason. So my point in this Bollinger Bands is, yeah, we're a little overextended now, so maybe now is not the right time to be hopping in. However, if you have a bigger picture and you don't care if we go back down to $2 or $1.80 or something like that, and you're happy with knowing that, Matic will likely be at $10 over some time in this cycle, then whatever. However, looking back, where are we in the cycle? We don't know, right? We don't know. Last time we were getting ready to break out of our previous all-time high, look at March 2021. We made all high, came back down, consolidation. Does this look familiar? Doesn't this look like a mini version of this, right? So use your imagination here. Here's all-time high, come back down. The Bollinger Bands start opening, explosive move up. Once you break all-time high, we got outside of it. So where are we now? Are we here? And you're thinking about selling? It'd be a bad idea to be selling if we're at this position, right? And we're getting ready to break out to something like that. Now, I don't think this is the odds, right? Maybe we look something like this, but the percentage gains, the explosive move is usually the initial move. Matic has done that. I do think Matic has the potential to, 4 or 5x from here for the rest of the cycle. But this 10,000% move here is not likely. Okay, I hold Matic, so I'm a big believer. I think it's a solid project. However, 10,000% move again, not likely. So hopefully this helped somebody out there today. If it did help you out, if you liked the video, if you liked me at all, thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram. We have a free Telegram. If you want some more help, if I'm not posting on YouTube, sometimes I'll post things in Telegram, and that's free. It's linked below. We also have a paid Telegram, a private Telegram. If you want more help, requests, you can request your own coins. You can ask me questions in there. I do my best to kind of tell you what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, how everything's looking. So I post many different shorter videos on a daily basis, like 5 to 10 little videos on there. Tips and tricks. So if you want that, that's what that is for, and that's through Patreon. So click that, and you can get help navigating the rest of this cycle. So that is what that is for. Let's do Crypto Fear and Greed Index. So even with all this little bit of a relief rally, whatever you want to call it today, with Bitcoin just chilling out, slightly bullish, so some minor support, minor bullishness. When Bitcoin just creeps up, altcoins can start flying. That's what you're saying now. Right? So across the board, most alts are green today, including Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin's going parabolic, then it's hard for alts to move. If Bitcoin's dropping fast, alts usually bleed harder. But with Bitcoin just slightly going up like it is, alts can start shooting off. So we're still, all this happening, we're still in extreme fear, right? So the big action will happen when we're up in greed. As crazy as that is, if you're to only buy in extreme fear and only sell in extreme greed, more than likely you're going to beat everybody. However, this index is based on human emotions and social media. So that is hard to do. That's why most traders do not profit, is they follow whatever social media is saying, their neighbors are saying, the news is saying, and they ignore the facts in the charts, and that's all you have to do. Plain and simple. All right, quote of the day. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. It's a great quote. Mark Twain, cool dude. Car of the day. Anybody, any guesses? I would highly doubt any of you know what this is off the top of your head. If you did, I'd be pretty impressed. This is one of the most expensive cars ever built. Very rare. I think, I don't quote me on this, but I believe they're 10 million plus each. The Lycan Hypersport. It was featured in one of the Fast and Furious movies where they jumped through the buildings. Maybe you saw it. It was red, I believe. Paul Walker jumped it, and Vin Diesel. They jumped building to building. Highly unlikely. Come on, even in this thing. Even though it looks like it has wings. Rolls Royce doors combined with Lambo doors. So you got the Suicide Lambos. I've never seen it on any other car but this one. The mirrors are even attached to the door. Look at that. It's pretty interesting. I think I got another view here. Check this out. It gets even better, right? The whole car is carbon fiber. The front opens abnormally as well, and then the back opens abnormally. This is, what other car opens like this? Here's my car people quiz of the day. What other car comes to mind that this looks like? If you said Koenigsegg, you win. Koenigsegg opens like this, and then the Koenigsegg's doors open, like the butterfly doors, straight out, or up, I should say. The hinges are up here for on the Koenigsegg's. They go up. These doors are pretty sweet too. Yeah, I'm rambling now. But yeah, I think these are 10 million each. You probably can't get any because all the collectors got them and they're selfish. So I would love to see one of these in real life. Probably not going to happen. I don't think there's a whole lot around. And Paul Walker messed one up on the damn set. So congrats. That's it for this one. Matic looking pretty nice. Vitalik speaking at one of the Polygon events. Never happened before. So that's probably why some of the price action. Don't be surprised if we get a little bit of a pullback. But the bigger price action still ahead for Polygon, for a lot of altcoins, Matic, whatever you want to call it. I still think the bigger moves are likely coming in Q1 2022 for alts. Bitcoin could get going at any point in time. So don't sleep on it. Don't follow the herd. You'll get slaughtered. I mean, the bears will eat you up and convert you. Don't be a bull and get dragged in by a bear. Don't do it. Listen to the facts and the charts. If you don't follow me or care what I say, follow someone that's done this for a while. It knows what they're doing. Okay? All right. Peace up. Thumbs up. Hit it now. I'll see you on the next one. Happy Tuesday.